We can edit this however you like.
Happy twinning day, guys. It's Spirit Week. Woo!
Hi.
Okay, that's good.
Take two?
Yeah. Happy twinning day, guys. It's Spirit Week. It's Tuesday.
Hey, third grade, ready for your art lesson with your friendly neighborhood art teacher? Your expedition this semester has been about exploring Neverland and Peter Pan. Your guiding questions: how do writers capture a reader's imagination? How can I create a solution to a problem that a library character might encounter? And how can lessons be learned from fictional texts how can the lessons learned from fictional texts transform society? Today your learning target is: I can observe simple shapes and pictures to help with my art. I can add details to my shapes to create my art. And I can fill in the page and color in my artwork. You're going to need a paper. Lined paper or printing paper is fine. Pencil and eraser, and then something to color with: crayons, color pencils, or markers. Remember, you're going to be drawing big. So as you saw at the beginning of the episode, we're going to be drawing a fairy house. You can make it Tinkerbell's house if you would like, or you can create somebody else to live there all together. Here are some of the inspirational houses that I found when I was looking up fairy houses. We're going to stick with the mushroom motif, which means we're going to make it look like a mushroom, and we're still going to keep it in a forest. But once we get done with the basics, I'll let you add in your kinds of details. So here's my example, and I will be walking you through how to draw this kind. And again, you'll be able to add your own details to things. You're not drawing butterflies. That's 7th grade. So, what you're going to start with today is an upside down and big U. That's going to become the top of our mushroom. We're going to give it a kind of a round part at the bottom. Then we're going to work on making a rectangle shape at the bottom for the house. Now, these are just basic shapes. This is not adding details yet, so I know it doesn't exactly look, it just looks like a very basic mushroom. But we're going to add some other stuff to it and change some of these. So now that we've got our half circle up at the top and the bottom, we're going to add where the door is going to go. And now you have just really the most basic of fairy houses, well, mushroom fairy houses. Now we need to make it look more whimsical. I'm going to start up here at the top, and I'm going to make this mushroom curve a little. See how I took my line and I just made it a little under? I'm going to erase the other line. Much more shaped like a mushroom now. I'm going to do the same thing, not exactly to the same degree on this side. So it's a little wobbly up at the top. Now, I'm going to show you how to make the underside of the mushroom. We're going to start over here, and we're going to draw, it's kind of like we're drawing a big S. And we're going to erase that part in a moment. So the house is going to come up into it for a little bit. And I want to draw one part, 2, 3. And I'm drawing little curved lines to make it look like it's the underside of a mushroom. And you know what? I think I'm going to change a little bit on this side. I'm going to make this mushroom a lot farther out. And if I want to make this side go farther out, It's still pretty easy. I'll take that line. And it still works. Now, I'm going to erase this part because that was originally part of the big dome that we drew. And look, now we've got a mushroom top. Now we're just going to start adding some details to the house. It's not really going to be all that hard. We're going to make this line a little bit darker. And since it's a mushroom, I'm going to make the bottom of the house a little bit more round instead of square. And I can erase that little corner and that little corner. Ta-da! I'm going to make my door a little bit heavier on the outside of the door. I made my original door look like a leaf, but I'm going to change this one. I'm going to give this one a little window. Give him a doorknob. Draw the wood. So now we've got a door. I'm going to add, I drew a little pipe for a chimney. This time, I think over here on this side, I'm going to draw what we normally see as a chimney. I'll draw some details. I'll show you how to draw brick. First, draw lines going straight across, then go 1, 2, then skip over and go 1, and then skip over and go 1 and 2. Ta-da! Looks like brick. So, I got some basics right here. I'm going to add, let's see, I think that there needs to be at least one window, maybe another window, and maybe there's another window, but it's going to be over here on the side. And I will draw some of the spots that are on my mushroom. So I've drawn a house right now. Let's add some things around it, because otherwise it's just a house. I'm going to draw some stepping stones to come up to it. And since this is little, when I draw grass, the grass is going to actually be pretty tall. If there's going to be a flower next to it, it's probably going to be a pretty tall flower. I'm going to keep going with the tall grass next to it, and some grass next to the back of mine. I drew another mushroom and a big tree up behind him. I'll let you decide how you're going to put what's going to be behind yours. I might draw, maybe there's another hill up here, and maybe in the distance there's another little house. Whatever it is that you want to draw for your background. Then you get to work on the colors. If you want to go for a traditional mushroom house, you've got a red top with white spots and this kind of light tan kind of color. If you want to make your mushroom look a little bit more unique and unique to you, that's fine by me. Remember, we're drawing a fairy house. Normally for Tinkerbell, but it doesn't have to be if you want to create your own kind of thing. So your task today is to fill in the steps to the video and create your own fairy house. The house does not have to belong to Tinkerbell. You can create a new kind of fairy for this house if you'd like to. If you'd like to draw a Tinkerbell with your house, by all means, go for it. I'd love to see that too.
See you next time.
Bye.
I don't know what else to say.
Oh, there's a good look at Ziggy. Hello there.
Oh, it's hard to tell if she's... she looks terrified. Poor thing. Okay, all right.